You ever watched your videos back and think something's missing? The words are good, the lighting's fine, but it just feels a little flat. That's because you're missing one of the easiest ways to make your videos look instantly professional, and that's B-roll. Today, I'm not just going to tell you how to do it, I'm going to actually show you how I make my own B-roll step by step, and how to add it to your videos to make them come to life. You don't need fancy gear or expensive setup. But before I show you how to film it, we need to talk about what B-roll actually is and why it's so important. Because when you use B-roll the right way, it does two things. First, it helps your viewer connect with you. They get to know you better and they remember you. Second, this is a big one. It gets people to watch your videos so much longer. And when people watch your videos longer, YouTube sends it out to more people. You get more views, and it doesn't matter what you talk about in your video. You can use B-roll to make your viewer more engaged and not get bored and click away. So what is B-roll? This is super simple to answer. B-roll is any footage that's not you sitting there talking to the camera. It's you doing things. It's close-ups of stuff you're using. It's your environment. Think of it this way. A-roll is you talking. B-roll is everything else. It shows what you're talking about. So if I'm making a video about my morning routine and I say, well, the first thing I do is grab my coffee, and A-roll is showing me saying that, well, the B-roll is the footage of me actually making my coffee. I don't actually drink coffee, so I usually make hot chocolate instead. The viewer hears me talking about it while they see me do it. Does that make sense? So let me show you the three types of B-roll that you actually need. But first, let's talk about my setup. This is not expensive. You don't need a lot of fancy schmancy stuff to make this happen. It's real quick, and here's what I use. I'm not high tech. I didn't go to no video school or anything like that, but I'm just gonna keep it simple here. I use my iPhone, which is an i14 Plus, and that's it. I use cinematic mode. I record on my back camera because my front camera on my phone is terrible. I just have to add a little extra step to make sure I'm in the frame. Your front camera may be fine. Just make sure you wipe it off first because you can't imagine what all stuff gets in these little cracks and crevices here. Just test it and see how you like the quality. And I use this tripod that acts as a selfie stick and a tripod all in one. It cost me like 20 bucks on Amazon. I also use a magnetic phone clip attached to the top. It will go vertical or horizontal, either way you want to film, for shorts, reels, or your long form video. I take it everywhere. This whole setup was less than 30 bucks. You don't need anything fancy, you just need your phone and something to prop it up. Now let's get into how the B-roll is done. There are actually three types of B-roll. The first one is your everyday activities. This is you documenting what you're already doing. It's not staged, it's just your real life. Like you making coffee or working at your desk. Maybe you're shopping or cooking dinner. You're just picking up your phone and recording the little moments throughout your day. Most of the time, I don't even know how I'm going to use the footage. I just film it so I have it ready when I need it. Like earlier when my daughter came downstairs to make a bagel, I just grabbed my phone really quick and filmed her making the bagel. And yesterday when I went grocery shopping for Thanksgiving, I filmed just a few seconds of me in the store. I didn't really know how I was going to use it, but look, here I am using this footage right now just to show you how I'm doing it. So let me do this for you. I'm going to show you how I film my everyday activities. I'm going to film myself cleaning my back porch because I got family coming over for Thanksgiving. I'm going to place my phone at different angles and I'm just going to hit record so that I can get a few different shots that I may want to use later. I don't know which ones I'm going to use, so I just want to make sure I have a few. Now I'm just doing what I would normally be doing. Not looking at the camera, just doing the activity. Once you get about 15 seconds, stop. You're not going to use all this footage. You're probably only going to need about 3 to 5, maybe 7 seconds in your video. Just make sure the video is moving and flowing the whole time. And that was easy peasy. So number 2 is your planned B-roll. This is where you're showing something that you're doing and you actually need to stage what you're doing. You need a specific shot. So you set up your phone and you film it. Let's say you need a shot of you going for a walk or opening your laptop, or writing in your journal. So let's do this one right now. I'm gonna film myself typing on my laptop. So watch me set this up here. I'm gonna take my phone, I'm gonna put it on the tripod, I'm gonna set this one up over my shoulder and angle it so that you can see my hands and my laptop. I'm gonna press record. Now I'm just gonna type away and I'm gonna try to look very natural. I do this for about 15 seconds and then I stop recording. And that's it. That's your second type of B-roll clip. That's your planned moments. Now, I think number 3 is really the most important. This is your storytelling shot. I'm gonna film the 3 shots that I need to tell a story. And for this technique, you'll need 3 different angles. You'll need a wide angle shot, a medium angle shot, and a close-up shot. And let me demonstrate it here. If I want to film myself going for a walk, I'll get maybe like a medium shot of me leaving the house and then one shot of my feet walking down the driveway. Then a shot of me walking away. You can always change the perspective here. You might want to change it and add a point of view. That's where you can see what I'm looking at as I'm walking down the driveway or walking down the street. This tells a story that keeps your viewers watching, and they feel like they're part of what you got to share. I try to get 3 to 5 clips, and this usually takes less than 5 to 10 minutes. Now you have tons of usable footage. These shots, when they're strung together, tell a story that keeps your viewers interested in you and your life, and it keeps them engaged. So have a lot of fun with this one and get creative. Now I'm going to show you how I edit these clips in your video. Oh, and I have a bonus tip for you here. You might want to start a B-roll, well, not you might, you need to start a B-roll library. Start filming B-roll all the time, anywhere, everywhere, and save them in a file. This could be you getting ready, going to work, shopping, or walking your dog. If you have a business, show yourself working with your clients or answering emails or the phone, everything that you do on a normal daily basis. Just basically show your day and label each one so that when you need extra shots, you can just go back to that folder and you can find them really easier without having to sift through hundreds of videos, just looking for the one that you know you have out there. And another bonus tip here. You do not have to be wearing the same clothes in these videos. Whatever you've got on is fine. So here's the simple editing process. Step 1. Edit your main talking head footage first. Cut out the pauses, the mistakes, and make it flow. Step number 2 is find those boring spots. You know, the places where you're just talking and nothing's happening visually. That's where you want to add your B-roll, or maybe where you're talking about something specific that you need to show in your video. And then you drop the B-roll on top. In CapCut, iMovie, DaVinci Resolve, whatever you use, just drag your B-roll clip over your talking footage. That puts it down in the video. And what happens is your voice keeps playing, but the viewers now see the B-roll instead of just your face. And I think your clips ought to be 3 to 5, like I said earlier, maybe 7 seconds, but don't let it sit there for 20 seconds. Keep it moving, keep it rolling. Always try to have movement in your videos. And here's a pro tip. Use your B-roll to cover jump cuts. You know, where you splice it and then it kind of like hard cuts. If you cut out a mistake and there's a visible jump in your footage, just drop some B-roll over it and then your problem's solved. It creates rhythm, it keeps people watching. And once you start to do this, it becomes second nature. B-roll doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to show what you're talking about. You don't need expensive cameras or perfect lighting. You don't need any film school training. But what you do need is your phone and 10 to 15 extra minutes and the willingness to try it. Start with just 2 to 3 B-roll clips in your next video. That's it. See how it feels and see how it looks. I promise you'll notice a difference. Your videos will feel more fun and interesting and more watchable. Watchable. Is that a word? I think so. Then in the next video, film a few more, and before you know it, this will be a part of your daily routine. So here's your challenge. Film 3 to 5 B-roll shots today and have fun with it and experiment. Use it in your next video and see how it feels. See how much better your video looks. And that's it. Now you know how to film B-roll. And the next step would be to learn how to get comfortable on camera. And if you want to do that, watch this video next. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.